Good morning, Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. Going to do a quick Bitcoin micro update here real fast. I'm not going to get into the overall structure, but ultimately I believe that we have a potential bottom here in a WXY coming down from our local top around 20, I'm sorry, not our local top, our top back in, when was this? Back in April, around $31,000. So ultimately, I believe we now have a bottom here in place and are working on our impulsive structure up, our five-wave structure off of the low, or potentially have our five-wave in, which would shape up like this: 1, 2, 3, and either we are still working on our 4 as an A, B, C, and targeting around 29,371. And then from there, we have one more pop up for our final fifth wave, which would put in our larger degree 1 wave. And then we would have a 3-wave corrective structure down, and then breaking back above the top of that, which would really absolutely, in my opinion, solidify the bottom, being in here and on to our wave 3. So that's, ultimately what I think is going to happen. How the path plays out, there's a couple different scenarios. That is scenario number 1. It's also possible that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is our 5, and we have our 1 in here. And if this 4-wave support breaks, then basically this is our support zone for our wave 2, if this is the top of our wave 1. So really, if 28,700 or so breaks and we sustain below that, I will assume that we are in our 2-wave, and I will be looking for a 5-wave impulse off of the low somewhere within this zone here. So ultimately, that's what I'm looking for. Zoomed out just a little bit, but let's look at the microstructure to see kind of what's going on. So I'm not really, I don't really have a primary. I believe we're either in our 4-wave or we're working on our 5th wave up. I don't, at this point, I can't say that I think we're in our 2-wave, just because we have held correctively, high and tight here in this support. So it's possible that we're still in this A, B, and working on our C, which would be the yellow count now at this point, which is this A, B, and then we are working on our 5-wave structure down, which is actually targeting right at our 38.2% retracement level, which is 29,371. And that structure breaks down in this red count here, which, again, this would be an A, this would be an A, B, C, up for a B, and then we would have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave down to put in more than likely our low, and then impulse from there to finish our 5th wave. And then from there, I would imagine that 5th wave is going to target somewhere around 32K. And then from there is when we would want to hold the 3-wave structure and then break back above the top of that 3-wave. But it is important to note, again, that I believe that we are in our 3-wave now. So from an Elliott wave standpoint, 3 waves are typically fast and offer very few pullbacks. And when they do offer pullbacks, they're typically shallow. So even if we do get this 5-wave push up here into our 1, we do not, we could just FOMO straight into our wave 3 and not offer this 3-wave pullback here, and we could just really have a shallow pullback, and then just pop straight into our heart of our 3 of 3. So really, once we start our wave 3, typical Fibonacci retracement levels from an Elliott wave standpoint kind of go out the window. And that's what leaves a lot of people left on the sidelines, and that's what causes the wave 3 is people basically piling into the trade and jumping into the trade, causing really FOMO and emotional fear of missing out and just popping this thing all the way up to its 3-wave. So, just word of caution that once this thing goes, it's probably going to go hard and it's going to go fast if it's in the 3-wave. So with that being said, the other scenario is that this is our A, B, and then this is our C, and then this was a 1, a running flat for a 2, a 3, 4, and 5. And then we would be working on our A, B, and C. And as of right now, that structure, which is this yellow count here, which is this A, B, C, has retraced right down to 78.6% retracement level, which would be a deep 2, and has also retraced to the 1.0 fib extension level as well, which is a typical reversal spot for an A equals C. So ultimately, I think that we are going to get a decision here soon. I think we're going to get a decision here today or tomorrow. And more than likely, we'll either get follow through in the direction upwards here, or we will get follow through in the direction down and head towards that 29,371. So those are my 2 main scenarios right now. I'll keep this updated. We'll see you later.